What's going on? We out here. We back at the V Spot. Yo, shout out Vinny. Thank you so much for having us back in this place. I'm here with my co-host Moet. Shout out my cameraman Ryan. And we got a beautiful, beautiful guest today. I'm here with the man himself.
It's your boy Northstar Films.
Northstar Films.
Yeah.
Alright, we gonna get right into question one. Alright, bro. So the first thing I want to ask you, I've seen you do other podcasts, but I didn't find this myself. Where'd the name Northstar come from, bro? How'd you get to that?
Honestly, I always just had different names. Like I went by Hoodie Kid, the Rockstar Kid. I feel like I always just put a name to myself, but then I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't the right fit. And I always just had Northstar in the back of my head, but what really solidified it, X. I don't know if you guys are familiar with XXX.
Yeah.
He dropped a song called Northstar.
Okay.
And I was just like, yeah,
And
that's the
confirmed
name.
it. Yeah, my the Swish comes from a rapper. Like when I was like 14.
Mhm.
It was way before I did anything. But I just took it. That's dope.
And then I just like really looked into like the meaning of Northstar, and it was just like finding your purpose, destiny. So it's just like
That's
I feel
dope.
like it was the perfect fit, you know.
I feel like after like the name always comes like genuine, and then you find the meaning to it, and then it solidifies it. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was born with this name.
Moet.
Listen.
So on your Northstar Films Instagram, the first post is July 28th, 2020. Is that when you started photography,
That's
or
when
were
I
you
first
doing that
started.
before?
That's when I first started like with an actual camera, my
Yeah.
business and shit. 3 years ago, it was during the pandemic actually.
That's when we started YouTube. Bro.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out myself, find what I wanted to do. Yeah, went out, bought a camera, bought a laptop. From there, I just called myself a photographer.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. So do you think if the pandemic happened or didn't happen, would you?
No, I
maybe
still
not-
would have
you still
because
would've?
I was in North Carolina at the time.
Yeah.
So my friend had a camera, and I would always play with her camera. I'd be like, "Yeah, watch. I'm definitely gonna buy a camera." Just because I always had a fond of it for me. Like, I'll be out there just taking pictures of anything all day. To the point where she's like, "Can I have my camera back?"
Yeah, that's funny. That's dope. How long were you in North Carolina?
Only a year. It's a
Right.
change.
Oh, where were you?
Oh, Charlotte.
I've been. I want to go to Outer Banks.
I do
Never
have a
been
question.
outside.
What was your first picture you ever took?
First picture,
Yeah.
Of himself.
like with my camera.
Yeah, with your camera that you had.
My first shoot that I went on was actually at an abandoned building in Scranton. I don't think I still have that one up,
Yeah.
but
That's why I figured. I was like, there could have been one he took down, like when, like
Yeah, no, I have a lot
his
of
first
archives.
ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a lot of
exactly.
archives.
So you brought it up. My next question was shout out to Leslie, right? Like you said on the Middleman podcast. Shout out them. You were in North Carolina playing with her camera. So like, what inspired you to pick up her camera? Like, you see you playing with it, and you were like, did you have a vision of taking photos and doing music videos and all that when you picked it up? Like, did you have a goal straight from it?
see, like, I really wanted to start off with straight video work.
Yeah.
Then I tried it. I was just like, oh, this is too complicated. So I picked up the photos, started taking photos. Like this year was the year where I was just like, yeah, I'm going mostly videos. Like for the past 2 years, I've been doing mostly photos. Like I would take a video here and there, but I didn't really know how to edit. I didn't really have the softwares. But 2023, as you said, straight from the jump, I'm shooting lots of videos this year. And that's just gonna, I don't know. I'm trying to go more into videography, but I still love photography. Like I don't ever want to stop doing it.
Right at the top of my notes, it says your name and it says self-taught. So you teach yourself all this stuff? Like, so in
Yeah.
2023, you took like a deep dive learning all the editing and stuff?
Never went to school, never had classes, YouTube.
Yeah, bro,
Straight
you
YouTube.
say
Like
yeah.
YouTube, and then like actually hands-on doing it. Like, you could only learn so much off the internet.
I forget what editing program it was, but I learned like the whole thing on an hour on YouTube. Like, we go through a whole
That's it.
tutorial. It's crazy,
That's
bro.
it.
For sure. That's dope. I'm glad there was someone in your life that had the camera before you, so that
Mhm.
showed you a little
Yeah,
bit of way.
definitely.
That's crazy.
Definitely inspired me more to actually grab my own.
That's dope.
So I see a common thing is like you do sports pictures and sports videography and make like footage for people who come to you and ask you like, you edit this for me, and they can like post it to show and stuff like that. Is that something like you recently did, or something you like want to add to your game with pictures and videos?
See, I've always done sports. Like my nieces, they hoop. My brother always just had me go into their practices.
That first Instagram post all the way down. Sorry,
Yeah.
is that your niece?
Yeah,
Like that,
my-
yeah,
that's my-
that's
Oh, yeah,
dope.
twins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hooping, right? I was like, damn, private trainer.
But yeah, my brother does their, like he did their thing with him, with them, like every day, go to different, out of the city, out of the state. So I would just travel with them, take And not only did that help me, but it also got them more footage, got more footage for them out there. So like that's what really got me into the sports. And then I started just going to random basketball games, going to random football games. And from there, I just kept like I love doing sports. And then I got that gig with Keystone where I got invited to go to their championship, playoff game, then championship game. So I was even on the road with them.
That's dope.
You ever do like public stuff too, like the EFL league, like the flag football joint?
EFL. Shout out Ty Will. Great program, great athletes. They go out there every weekend, they do their thing. And it's just, I'm just grateful I'm a part of that. And even just taking videos for them, helping out the community, like getting them out there. It's not only for me, it's not only for my business, it's for everyone. I want to see everyone.
I love sports. I do a sports podcast. I was doing a dope thing with that flag football. I play myself getting clamped up. That's dope. I love to see the sports. Do you like the sports? Do you prefer the sports over anything?
See, I don't really have a preference with, like my main thing, I just know I want to be in the music industry. Like,
For sure.
I definitely want to be shooting like music videos, not only for these rappers, but like actually get a hold of the label, like start using that budgeting money. Like, what's their budget? Okay, let's say like a label says, here I got $20,000 per se. Like, what can you do with this? Like, I want to be able to really create a movie off just their budget.
Use that to
Five is your relationship with Three False Prophets, bro. It's fairly new in my eyes. Like I've just seen, but you guys been doing a lot of things together, like fashion shows and films together, open mics, and a whole bunch of stuff. So what's your relationship with Adam like?
Believe it or not, I met Adam 3 months ago, give or take.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, 3 months ago. Saw him at the bar. I'm like, yo, you Three False Prophets. He's like, yeah, you Northstar films.
Yeah.
I swear, after that, we went on a couple behind the scenes, and then went to that fashion show. Got to know each other more. Like, now I look at Adam like that is my brother. It's more than just a business relationship. Luckily, we got a studio that's coming to open up. Yeah, we're about to turn like our business into like one, like just create a production team. So yeah, our business relationship and our brother relationship is very strong.
Yeah, I think Adam's a great person to work with. He's very smart, bro.
Humble.
Y'all two together is like it's scary. Like,
I remember you actually hit me up one day. You said, I'll never forget this. You said you and Three False Prophets are like superheroes.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. Nah, it might have been because I would always work with Adam. I'd be like, you gotta work with Northstar because I didn't see anyone else. Like, there's Colo TV, but you were taking that photos at that time. So I was like, you see this kid? But yeah, dope. I'm glad y'all got together and do that. That's good business. Glazing is crazy. I love it.
I've seen on your Instagram, you had a few celebrities on there. You went to like events or something, and just seeing them were like, it just happened to happen like that.
Tracy Morgan, Davies, you went to the Poconos and saw Scarlet. So what's it like going to these events, like you said?
It's pretty dope seeing things from like an actual perspective where you're there. You see like the production of how things are elevated and things of that nature. But it's very dope. Like, I don't know,
So the thing that comes with the interviews a lot is like I get to go to shows, do behind the scenes, go to studios. Did you envision that all that stuff was gonna come with taking pictures?
Eventually,
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen like overnight, or I just knew I had to work and actually get my portfolio out there, show people that I know what I'm doing, and then those opportunities literally came.
Yeah.
Like when I was first starting, that's what I wanted. Like when I was first starting, I feel like I was just, I want to just be around all these celebrities, big people. It's not that anymore. Like I could care less. You feel me? As long as I'm getting paid, my people are getting paid. It's great work being put out. I could care less.
What did you wear to that fashion show? Like, did you have to dress up?
I had that shit on. I forgot what I had on.
To me, that fashion show was crazy out. Like, I was watching it when you guys were there, like, whatever coach you were across. I was like, yo, this is crazy. They're lit right now. I'm calling Adam, like, bro, this is dope. I'm glad you're in that position. That's not cool.
Yeah, I think that was our first shoot, like, around actual celebrities. So it was great. And we met, like, a whole lot of shooters. Like, some of the biggest shooters I met. What's his name? I forget his name off the top. Oh, Drew Depictions. Like, he shot this crazy video for Uzi when he did that Just Wanna Rock. It was like a crazy behind the scenes that went viral. You know, when I met him in person, I'm like, oh shit, like you shot this. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Do you ever like talk to any of them, or like they give you some kind of advice or like motivation?
Do you seek advice like from them when you meet them? Like, hey, like I do this.
See, like What do you mean, celebrity-wise or
Not like,
photographers?
it don't have to be celebrity, like other photographers that you see that you know, it's like, oh snap.
We just had bookings last week. I'm very grateful for my boy Adachi, Nick Asenjo. They've worked with like big people in the industry, so like they'll usually give me tips and tricks on how like the industry, the business aspects of things work. I always forever be grateful for that.
Yeah, of course, respect.
So we got graduations, weddings. You talked about this before. You try to take you gotta say it with me, death shot, like for focus,
you mean
less
like,
numbers.
Yeah, depth of field.
Adam used to talk to me about a whole bunch of camera stuff because I used to work on side by side, but I forget everything, bro. But when I heard you say that in the podcast, I remember the lower numbers makes a focus shot like.
Yeah, it makes it more blurry.
How'd you find that's what you wanted, like?
Honestly, just playing with my camera. I would always shoot in auto mode when I first started. Like I would have everything in auto, and then it was alright, but it just wasn't what I was really looking for. So in 2023 again, I said I'm going straight manual mode. So now I've actually been learning the camera. I've been learning the shutter speed. I've been learning the aperture, the depth of field. So like I just really like when it depends what shots I'm trying to take. Too, obviously, like some shots you want everything to show, but other shots you just want that one subject to show, so it's like you could just tell it's the main subject. Like it all depends on the field of like what you're trying to shoot, to be honest.
Do you think other photographers have like a key detail, like how they take a photo with?
That's the beauty of it. Like everyone's different. Everyone has their own creativity. There's no path to follow when it comes to this camera.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Everyone has their own art.
So
you have your own art.
You
have your own art. And it's beautiful, but you don't have to follow anyone's. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. But that's crazy. I never, when I look at pictures, I never noticed those little details. But think about it.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to what you said there, like the beginning of what we was talking about. The studio, so how to start out, like you just rented it out, you bought it, what's going on with it?
Yeah, Geraldi was actually, she works downstairs in the lawyer's office.
Okay.
So she was like, there's this dope spot upstairs, like vacant, nobody has it in use.
Yeah.
And then we started thinking about it, and from there we had contacted her landlord, yada yada yada, got in contact with him, and then explaining to him like what we wanted to do with the space. And then he totally agreed, he liked it, so he got us in there. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. I ain't trying to say too much.
We talked about it a little bit when you see me at the rear yard. I got to come. I didn't get to go inside. You guys were doing painting and a whole bunch of stuff inside, so I saw the outside. I think it's crazy. I really like people that give, we're younger, give people the opportunity to do this. Like that landlord, that's amazing for him. I can't believe he did something.
And the space isn't only for us. You feel me? It's like it's gonna be for all the content creators, all the photographers, all the videographers, all the YouTubers, the models. Like this is just a space that you can just come and rent it out. Like even if you have a podcast, we have every equipment. We have the stands, the mics, the lights, the cameras. All you have to do is just bring yourself. Even if you have a co-host, bring your co-host. We have everything for you.
I was talking to Adam about it. He was like, we could film videos in here. We do like the vlogs, right? So we could do like the try exotic sodas in there and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have like we just had our contractor finish the psych wall, so it's a big white wall coming down with the curve under it.
I saw it. Yeah, that's
so y'all doing a lot of it yourself, or like getting
everything.
Everything, bro. We've seen the pictures. So do you? I found it funny. My friend opened a tattoo shop, and when he opened the tattoo shop, he had to become everything because he had to paint, he had to do the plumbing.
We talk about this all the time.
Did you think like you were gonna have to do all that? Yeah, no.
I swear I've become an electrician. I became a painter, construction worker, interior design.
That's the hard work, though.
That's dope. I can't wait to see that studio come into fruition, and I'll be there one day doing something crazy.
Really soon.
Our spotlight, we got like Too Humble, Jazzy G, Guapo, MV Go, OB.
Cinco.
There's so many artists, bro. So many. Do you prefer the open mic drop down over like a Too Humble long music video? You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't have a preference. I usually go off people's budget also, so that's got a lot of things to do with it. Like I might.
You're killing those numbers. Like I'm about to hop on even though I don't rap with those numbers.
But yeah, we try to bless everyone around here. Like I said, I don't have a preference. Like I love shooting music videos. I love the whole process behind it, making the storyboard, getting my artists' ideas incorporated with my ideas. So it's very dope, that whole process.
The numbers on those are crazy for the price that you pay, and how it looks. The quality is crazy for that price, and then the numbers that are coming back from them are amazing. I'm showing people at the job that are like the security guards that make meet. I'm like, yo, yeah, I gotta get with them. Look at these numbers, like, bro, it's crazy.
It comes with a lot of like promoting and marketing, so
Yeah, for sure.
definitely gotta incorporate every social media tool you have.
Yeah.
You know, word of mouth, like.
You said that on the Middleman podcast, and I don't hear a lot of people say word of mouth. You said that word of mouth got people out to you.
Yeah, no, literally, like.
You feel like that happens a lot? I don't think that happens a lot anymore.
Like everyone, when I meet someone, I never give them like my personal page. I'll always give them my business page, and that's how I really grew up my business page. Nowadays, in this day and age, I feel like that's the best way to do it. Because like you could always give someone your personal page, and then post like, oh, follow this page. I have so many people view my stories, but I'll only get a couple people at a time. Like, okay, let me go follow this business page. So I'd rather just go straight up like, yo, follow Northstar Films.
Yeah,
So that's what really helped me.
Your work for your personal.
Yeah. You'll see my personal life regardless. Like, but I go right to the
You know, you say you practice on your own. You just started playing with the camera. Do you like have any inspiration, like train other people or show someone else how to do it? Like how the other photographers give you tips and stuff. You give other people tips. Like never did it before, and like just started
all the
out.
time. I feel like there's a lot of people in this area that just started picking up a camera. So it's like they would hit me up through the DMs, and I'm always for helping anybody out because I was in the same predicament three years ago. Still am to this day when I'm confused with some things, I'll hit someone up. And if they get back to me, that's love. And that's what I try to show all the time is love for me.
So what advice would you be for someone that wants to pick up a camera but that hasn't yet?
Someone who wants to pick up a camera that hasn't yet, don't rush it. Don't think just because you picked up a camera you're about to be in all these big places right away. Really just deep down, like dial in, learn the camera. Learn more than just leaving it on auto and just hitting the shoot button. There's way more to it. Learn the editing process. Grab yourself different softwares like Adobe Premiere, Final Cut. Play with those, Lightroom. Play with those.
Really understand it.
Yeah, really understand it.
Yeah,
That's what's really gonna help you in the future. Like, because some people you're gonna encounter like those businesses that's like, do this, I want this. Like they'll give you like specifics on what they want, and auto's not gonna help you every single time. Like that. It's not.
You gotta like expand your
This is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to the V-Spot for letting us do this. Make sure you go check out Northstar Films on everything, the spotlight. Shout out Moet for being here.
Of course.
Big freaking Scoobity.
Big Scooby.
Moet, have you heard, bro?
Heard what?
Have you heard that the V-Spot is playing this weekend, bro? We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We got Mercy Gang coming out here. We got DJ Ransom popping out, bro. You don't even know.
I ain't know.
You
I might
didn't
pop.
know?
Hey, we gotta pop
We gotta
out.
tell 'em. We got vending. We got a superstar named Duds. Y'all haven't even seen him. Y'all gotta see him. Make sure you come out to the V-Spot and have a great weekend there.
Wait, where's the V-Spot?
Where's the V-Spot? You gotta tell them it's 906 Providence Road in Scranton. Make sure you come. I'm not playing games.
July 29th. Pop out.
Since a youngin', I big as a rag. Big as GC, I put that on the sack. Talking stupid, put him on his neck. He think he a dog, or bitch, I'm a vet. You know, shit shots to his head.